to the Yankees. Nope. Like, gosh, Yankee fans, you guys are only this good because you can spend a ton of money. And even then,
They still suck.
you still suck. Like, let's be honest.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? We're back with another baseball video.
We're almost consistently doing one a week until I got sick last week. So this week you guys are getting two.
And I had a lot of schoolwork to do last week.
Yeah,
That's my
so it kind of worked
excuse.
out. But this week you guys are getting two videos. So you're going to get this one and then another one.
Yes, sir. Yes, we got some good ones coming out today. And today we are predicting the league, basically.
The MLB season.
Yeah, that's what I should have said probably. Yeah, so we're doing who's winning each division, who's winning, like, you know, the order of 1 to 6 in the playoff format, who's winning each playoff matchup, who's winning the World Series, playoff MVPs, Cy Young, and Rookie of the
whole
Year.
shebang. The
Yes.
whole shebang.
The
We're doing
whole
everything.
shebang, basically. But if you
Whole
guys are
shebang.
new here,
So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. On the road to 1,000 subs, which is kind of
Almost
crazy
there.
to say. Remember when we used to say like 200?
yeah, now we're like, you know what, 1,000.
Not that it's just crazy. Sport's been
Yeah.
awesome, so thank you guys so much. But yeah, let's get right into this because let's be real, no one likes hearing the intros.
No, exactly. So, well, you know what? Let's start with the NL West because we're NL East people or AL East people, so we'll do that last.
Exactly. Save the
And
best
gotta
for
get
last.
gotta get the watch time up.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Okay, so who do we have in 5th place, Daniel?
I mean, it's not surprising, Chris. Dodgers. Not Dodgers. Sorry, D-backs.
Yeah, I was like, hold on a minute.
I looked at the wrong.
You looked at
name.
number 1 there. Okay. Yeah, D-backs. Yeah, they don't really have much besides Ketel Marte, who they extended.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with the 4th place team and the Colorado Rockies that we have. Like,
Yeah, instead of
the only
Ketel
reason we're
Marte,
saying they're 4th is because Randall Grichuk's gonna have a monster year, obviously in Colorado.
he's
So
gonna hit a bunch of dingers.
yeah, and they have Chris Bryant, so like at least they have someone.
Yeah, because Chris Bryant's probably better than Marte, and then, you know, Grichuk puts him a little ahead.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And then I mean,
3rd?
kind of spoiled it, but Dodgers were 1, Padres are 2, and we're going Giants 3.
Sorry, Giants fans. Last year was a fluke. Let's be honest. You guys didn't even expect to be that good.
We both have the same opinion. Like everyone had such a good year last year that
It's not. It's
I
not possible.
can't see them doing that again. I can't see Brandon Crawford hitting 290 again.
No.
With like 30 home runs or whatever he had last year. Like
Exactly. Like, I can maybe see the pitching staff doing that good again. Like, they replaced Gosman with Rodon. Logan Webb is a stud. But, I mean, didn't Posey just retire? I believe he retired.
Posey
right?
just retired.
Posey just retired.
I'm not I like Joey Bart.
He's
But
not
I
Po-
still
he's
think
not
he
Posey.
needs to have another like he has to have a struggle year. You know what I mean? Like it's so unlike catchers to come up and just all of a sudden be an MVP.
Exactly. Like, Posey was really a phenomenon. Same with, like, Yadi. But then,
It-
like, their first base, Brandon Belt, I believe he's still there. Like, I don't think he'll do as good. I don't even know who their second baseman is. Their shortstop, Crawford, like you said, probably won't do that good. Longoria, he's old. Yeah, so, yeah.
Exactly. It's an aging team. I still think they'll have a good year. I think they honestly
Could be wild card.
they'll be in the hunt. I think they possibly could like by the trade deadline, you know, make some moves and maybe they bump themselves above the Padres
Mm-hmm.
in this division. But
For sure.
yeah, I just don't see it again. Them having a career year.
No. All right, so then number 2, we have the Padres. This could be a little bold, like we said before, but I think they can't be as bad as last year, right? Like, they just dropped off a cliff.
I don't think they're gonna miss Tatis for a while, which sucks. But
Mhm.
they have what's his face, C.J. Abrams coming up to play this year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's not as highly doubted as he was back like a couple years ago, but he's still a good shortstop, and he would have been in the MLB right now if Tatis wasn't already at
Exactly.
shortstop. So him, Machado, Cronenworth is good. Hosmer, I believe he just got traded, right? Or
They have Luke Voigt now.
Yeah, they got Luke Voigt. I believe Hosmer's on the rumors of getting traded to the Mets or something. I don't know if that's still true anymore, but they got a good
Catcher
team.
Austin Nola, and then outfield wise, they got Trent Grisham.
Tommy Pham, is it Tommy Pham still?
No, Tommy Pham's not there. Will Myers and someone else. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know
got
who the
someone
other
else.
guy is.
Yeah, we don't really pay attention that much to the NLS.
Padres is really their pitching staff. Like, you just got Sean Manaea.
Manaea, yeah. Good trade, by the way. Very good trade. I like that trade.
Blake Snell is still there. Yu Darvish is still there. Mike Clevenger's still there. Like, and then in the system they have Mackenzie Gore.
So
Like,
good.
they have a really good pitching staff, and honestly, I think that's what's going to win them most of their games this year.
Yeah, don't even. Yeah, like we saw last year, like Yu Darvish and Blake Snell absolutely suck, like royally suck. So if they can stop royally sucking this year and have like a decent season, like yeah, they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, no, and then obviously we have Dodgers #1. Like, that team's a super team right now, guys. Like,
It's gonna be
if
for
you
a
don't have
while.
the Dodgers #1 in the West, like,
You're doing it wrong.
you're doing it wrong.
All right, let's move on to the NL Central, and in fifth place we have the Pirates.
Enough said.
Yep, in fourth place we have the Cincinnati Reds.
Again, enough said.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
at least they have Joey Votto. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they have Jonathan India and Luis Castillo, but
and Hunter Green's coming up, so
yeah, it might be Rookie of the Year. In third place, we have the Chicago Cubs.
they added Stroman, which is gonna be a nice combo with Kyle Hendricks, but really, they didn't. Like, I don't see enough of that team to make a push.
No, they're definitely in some sort of awkward rebuild right now. So maybe if they signed,
They're like a step ahead of what the Reds are right now.
sort of, yeah, they have, I would say, better players, but I don't know.
Yes,
It's really
I
hard
would
to
agree.
tell. So now we're actually into the good teams in this division. So not P2. In second place, we have the Cardinals. And I just don't think they're gonna do that good. Like, what is their pitching staff? What is it? It is
I mean,
Wainwright, Steven
thing
Matz, Flaherty.
Thing is, before we started recording this, me and Chris were actually like we were making the rankings for everyone, and we were actually arguing about Cardinals or Brewers for like, which is obviously is the #1, right?
Mhm.
We were arguing, and Chris brought up that same argument about like what do they have for pitching staff, but the Cardinals have the best defense in the entire league.
That's true. They do have really.
You know what I
good
mean? So you
defense.
don't need like you just need to have average pitching with these guys.
That is very true.
Our
But
outfield last year, I think all three of them got nominated for Gold Glove, and I think 2 out of the 3 won.
yeah, well, they had Tyler O'Neill and who else is out there? Like Carl.
Some Bader's out there,
Yeah,
and I
Bader
can't
got
remember who the
signed.
right field guy
I think it's
was,
that young kid. I don't know his name.
but like they have such a good defense. I don't know. I personally think they could definitely make a push. Plus, it's Albert Pujols' last year. Like that's got to have some kind of magic.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he'll go back to like MVP Pujols, and then they'll win the division. But
Can you imagine he just all of a sudden comes out and slugs like 45 home runs, 120 RBIs, like
goes for another year, breaks the home run record. That'd be so sick. All right, so
I
yeah, now,
wish.
yeah, we got the Brewers in #1. I mean, speaking of pitching staffs, like Brewers have a phenomenal one, and I mean their defense is all right, but like their batting lineup, it's okay.
it's hit or miss.
Yeah,
It's hit or
like
miss. I mean,
Yelich
they
can't
picked
be
up
this bad for so long.
exactly. It honestly depends how Yelich does. I would say because like if
Mhm.
Yelich all of a sudden comes back to being MVP Yelich, throw them first place. I'm not gonna argue with you. Like that happens for sure. But
Mhm.
like he's just average Yelich again. Like I don't know. I just don't know how much pitching staff can carry you. You know what I mean?
I get it. But we saw last year pitching staff can really carry. So yeah, let's
You
move
are
on.
not
Yep.
wrong. You
Let's-
are not wrong.
Yeah, let's move on to the NL East. In fifth place, we have the Washington Nationals.
I mean, they have Soto and Nelson Cruz. Like who else?
Yeah, Cruz might hit some nice dingers down there.
And I think Cruz is gonna get traded at the deadline.
Yeah, probably. He's probably going to get dished off for a couple prospects. In P4, in fourth place, we have the... Who do we have? The Marlins?
Marlins.
Yeah,
The Marlins.
Yeah. For once, they're not last, so that's cool.
I think like their pitching staff's nice, and their hitting lineup is nice. They're just missing a pen, I think. To be honest, I think that's what's going to cost them a ton of games.
Yeah, at the moment. And they're all, like, relatively young, so there's going to be, like, a learning curve with the pitching staff as well. So
Exactly, and I think the DH in this, like, if any team's going to benefit the most from the DH besides the Dodgers, because like just have a ton of all stars,
Mhm.
I think it's the Marlins because now they can play guys like Eric Cooper and Jesus Aguilar, and I can't remember the other guy, but there's another like bigger guy there that before they had the platoon or play the one of them in right field. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they also did sign Jorge Soler, so he's going to hit a lot of dingers as
Blair,
well.
that's the other big guy I was talking
Yeah.
about.
So then in third place, we have the Phillies.
I mean, like, if anyone's seen Mark's video on this, he basically said it the best. They have two really, really elite pitchers and then average pitchers,
Even
and then
below
their
average.
lineup has 6 elite hitters and
Nothing.
3 below average hitters. Like,
Yeah. So basically, when you're hitting in that lineup, you want to pitch good to the top 6, and then they might score a run, but then everybody else is gonna suck. Their bullpen absolutely sucks. So if you have a lead, or I mean, even if you're behind, you're
if you're
probably
down
not
by
gonna lead.
1, don't worry. Like,
Don't worry about it. Exactly. Don't worry
I don't
about
know.
it.
The Phillies, they're on the right track, but like they also have, I think, the worst defensive outfield in all of
Oof.
baseball this year.
It's
I
bad.
mean,
I mean, Harper's okay.
Harper's good, but like Castellanos is terrible defensively. I
He's
doubt
so
he'll
bad.
play outfield,
He might
and
play
like
left.
Schwarber is not an outfielder.
No, like I don't even know who's their center fielder either. Isn't that young kid?
What I heard, I heard a joke or a rumor, or whatever, that they're gonna put Castellanos in left, Schwarber in right, and then Harper in center, and then
No
just
way.
try to hit dingers.
Oh God, that's not gonna work. I know they have Mickey Moniak. Is he there? Is he on
Think
that
so.
team? I know he's outfielder, but I don't think
I have
he
a
can hit.
Double Herrera too. Like,
Yeah, but like, can those guys hit? Probably not. All right, let's move on to P2, or in second place we have the Mets.
Mets are gonna Met. I don't know. Like,
they're already metting. You know, Scherzer and DeGrom are like hurt.
yeah, and DeGrom's not gonna be back for a little bit. Scherzer's only missing 1 start. Like,
Yeah, the Mets are metting.
I don't know. The Mets have a lot of promise, but I just don't see it. I mean, they got Starling Marte, which I think is a nice pickup. They need a center fielder, but like,
They're gonna met.
Mets pitching staff is what makes them, right? If they don't have a good pitching staff, like, or not good pitch, like a hurt pitch, if they have a hurt pitching staff, I just don't see it.
No, I don't either. All right, number 1, the Braves. No surprise, you know, reigning World Series champions, obviously. So
Honestly, I would make the argument that they got better even by losing Freddie Freeman.
they did, because Matt Olson is probably the 3rd best first baseman in baseball right now.
Something like 3rd or 4th. Like, he's an elite first baseman.
Mm-hmm.
You still have your core guys in Acuna and Albies and Swanson and Darno and all those guys.
Yep.
And then you added to the bullpen. You added Kenley Jansen. Like,
Very good closer, by the way.
hello, you just stole him from the Dodgers, and now you have the combo of Kenley Jansen and Will Smith in the pen. Like, that's nasty.
That's a good 8 or 9 inning combo. I mean, I know the Dodgers did just trade for Craig Kimbrell, but it's okay.
Exactly.
All right, I think that concludes the National League.
Before we go into the AL, let's just run through the National League playoffs really quick.
Sure, go ahead. And also, you want to do predictions of like MVP and all that?
Yeah, we'll just do all the National League right away. And
Okay. So for
so-
the MVPs, let's go with that first because it's
Okay.
at the end of the season. So we're gonna go with Juan Soto because he needs one.
I mean, he's like the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's so good, and he's only like 22 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Cy Young. Who did we pick, Daniel?
I'm big on this. Who did you say earlier? You said someone earlier, and
I
was
wanted
like,
I wanted to go with DeGrom, but he is gonna
Chris
be
said
hurt for a little
DeGrom. I convinced him with Walker Buehler. I mean, the fact last year that what was it, the first like all the way up to the All-Star break, he pitched more than 7 innings every single start.
bit. That was insane. Absolutely insane.
That's insane. Like, I honestly, I think he's just getting started. And he's
Exactly.
going to be,
Such a
I
good
would say,
pitcher,
the
man.
#1 guy there now that Max Scherzer's not there.
For sure. So, Rookie of the Year. This is a tougher one for the National League. Who did you pick?
I'm big on him, and I picked him up in fantasy right away once I heard he made the team, but I'm saying Hunter Green of the Reds. I think he's going to have, like, electric stuff out there.
For sure, he's gonna do really well. So let's move on.
For all our Jays fans that don't know about Hunter Green, he's basically like a strikeout version, even more strikeout version of Alek Manoah. Like,
I like it.
it's enough said.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the playoffs. So the #1 seed we have was the Dodgers, I believe. #2
Yes.
seed was the Braves. Was it the Braves?
Brewers.
Brewers. And #3 we have the Braves. #4, I believe we put the Mets. #5 was the Padres, and #6 was the Cardinals.
Yes. Quick reasoning for that: why Brewers are ahead of Braves, just because all the Braves might be the better team on like paper, They're gonna have to play like a really tough division a bunch compared to the Brewers, who get basically free wins against the Reds and the Pirates. So
Exactly. So Daniel, you want to run through the matchups real quick and who goes to the World Series?
so assuming that we did the playoff format correctly, we would have Dodgers and Brewers would get the bye first round, and then that would lead to the 3 and 6 teams play, which would be the Braves versus the Cardinals, which we end up having the Braves win.
Okay, so then
On
they'll
top of
play
that,
the
we would
Brewers.
have, and then 4 and 5 would be the Mets and the Padres, and we're gonna throw a bone to the Mets and say the Mets win.
Yes, so it'll be Dodgers, Mets, and then Brewers, Braves.
Yes. And we're saying it's going to be Braves and Dodgers winning those, and it's going to end up being a rematch of the NLCS, but this time we're saying the Dodgers win.
So this means the Dodgers are going to go to the World Series. All right, let's move on to the American League with the American League West, and in fifth place we have Oakland.
I mean, they spent $0 this free agency. That's all you have to say. Like,
And they lost a lot of payroll as well.
they literally gave us Chapman for free. They gave Maneo away for free. They gave Olsen away for free, basically. Like,
You know,
I'm so sorry, Oakland fans. I really am.
back in the 90s they had like a payroll of like 35 million, and that was like the highest in baseball. Now in 2022 they have a payroll of 35 million, and that's the lowest in baseball.
I'm so sorry, Oakland
So
fans.
sorry.
I really am.
So
I don't
sorry.
know what else to say.
Yeah, in P4, fourth place, we have the Texas Rangers.
I mean, they have Corey Seager and the most overrated second baseman. I will still say have this opinion till the day I die. Marcus Simeon.
He
on
almost
their
won the MVP last year, but
I
that's
don't care. He is gonna have a terrible year.
Yeah, now that he's not a Blue Jay anymore, we can trash talk him.
I don't care, and I still trash talked him as a J. I am not big on Marcus Simeon. Have fun dealing with that contract when he falls off Texas.
Yeah, you mean this year, Daniel?
Have fun this year trying to trade that contract.
All
All
right.
right, third place we have the Seattle Mariners.
I want Seattle to do so good, but I just don't think they will.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too big of a fan of their moves, to be
No.
honest.
I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like, Robbie Ray, good signing. What's the other guy's name? They signed another or they
Got
traded
Jesse
for a guy.
Winker.
Yeah,
They got Eugenio Suarez. Like they have good players, and honestly, who knows? They could just catch fire.
Yeah, and plus Julio Rodriguez is going to be coming up. Jared Kelenick's really good. Their outfield's really good. Their pitching staff pretty good, but I think they're maybe like 1 year away. Like in terms of experience.
I think last year was just like a step too soon. I see it kind of as how the Jays were in 2020. Right?
Exactly.
So the Jays made the playoffs, right? That was a really, really good year, right? They overperformed. That's what I'm saying Seattle did. This year, I think they're just going to miss the playoffs, similar
Sort
to how
of
the
like-
Jays did last year.
The Seattle's basically the Jays, but just 1 year behind right now.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
Yep. So then in second place we have the Angels, just because Mike Trout and Ohtani are the two best players in baseball. Mike Trout is better than Ohtani. I hate the MLB Network rankings, but it's fine.
That's another story, Chris. But honest, and plus, I like their moves. I like their pen that they added. They added former ex-Blue Jay / Blue Jay GOAT Aaron Loop in there.
Goat.
Plus, I'm pretty sure didn't they add Ryan Tepera too?
No, I believe he's still on the White Sox.
Oh, was he on the White Sox? Dang.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
they
he
still
was
have,
there. But-
they put some guys in with Rafael Iglesias. They signed Noah Syndergaard to partner Ohtani. I'm okay with that.
And what's his face? I'm forgetting his name. Pablo Sandoval? No, Patrick Sandoval. Patrick Sandoval.
He's all right.
the
No,
pitcher.
nothing special.
I think he's a good pitcher. I think he's a young guy who's struggling, to be honest. Griffin Canning's got some time there.
But if something happens to like Syndergaard or Ohtani, they're screwed.
Yes, if something happens
screwed.
to one of the big two, we're kind of screwed. But
Yeah. So that means, I'm sure you guessed it by now, the Astros are first place again.
they're just too good.
They
They're
are.
getting Verlander back.
Yes, and Verlander could be a sneaky pick for Cy Young this year, guys. Just
He's a fine wine, guys.
fine wine. Yeah,
That's
he's
all.
gonna be like an extra fine wine this year after like 2 years out. Extra
I
fine
can
wine.
totally hear. Oh my god, I'm so excited to watch him play.
I have him
really
in
am.
fantasy for a reason.
All right, moving on to the Central here.
Mm-hmm.
In fifth place, we're going with the Guardians.
Yep. It's a little bold, but it's the Guardians. I mean, they could finish second. They could finish fifth. Who knows?
I think they fire sell everyone. That's my take. I think by June, Ramirez is gone. I think
one of them will be on the Jays. So
Yeah, I think Bieber. I think he's like the only big name guy that will kind of stay. To be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, if he wants to get traded to Toronto, I will gladly take him.
Yeah, I'll gladly take Shane Bieber.
Yeah, plus we always fleece them anyway, so it's fine.
Exactly.
All right, fourth
Fourth
place, Kansas City.
Royals.
Yes.
Yeah, like I
Nothing.
like their moves. I'm a big fan of what the Royals are doing. I like Bobby Witt Jr. coming up. That guy's gonna be a stud. I called Zach Greinke, by the way, back to the Royals,
He
Chris.
did. He did. He did.
And yeah, just they're a bunch of years away, but I think they'll be solid.
I'm happy. I like how Granky's back as well. And but
I do.
also I don't think Salvi's gonna hit 48 home runs this
No,
season.
I think we're going to finally see Salvi tail off.
Yeah, like
Unfortunately.
last year was like a holy what the heck, one of those.
Exactly.
All right, and
I think that was his last charge. You know what I mean?
yeah, in third place, I believe who did we select? Did we select the Tigers?
Yes, we did. We put
Yes,
the Tigers.
the Tigers. Great offseason for the Tigers. Javi Baez. I think that's it. But they
Eduardo Rodriguez just
yes,
got
yes.
Austin Meadows from the Tampa Bay Rays. Like,
That's a pretty good outfield now. We got
plus
Meadows.
Spencer Torkelson starting in the MLB this year. They have Casey Mize still. Riley Green would have been there if he didn't break his foot. Like, Tigers are going to be
Struble.
scary soon.
Yeah, they're going to be a really scary team. And look out for their pitching staff because it's going to be really good in Detroit.
Yes, especially in a pitcher-friendly park.
Yes. In second place, we went for the Twins.
Kind of like the Guardians, they either go one of two ways. I think they either finish second or they finish like fourth. Like
Yeah.
it depends how healthy Byron Buxton is, and it depends how Carlos Correa performs.
Imagine how good that Twins team could have been if they kept Jose Barrios, they kept Donaldson, still have Carlos Correa. Like that team could have been scary.
Well,
But
they traded. The reason they were able to get Correa was because they got Donaldson's contract off the books.
that is true. That is true.
But you're right. If they had Barrios, that's the one thing this team is missing. Is I would say starting pitching. I mean, they have Sonny Gray. That's really the only guy I'm
That's
really
about it.
trusting in
And
that line.
that's why we have them in second because they don't have the starting pitching to compete with the White Sox, who we have in first place.
The team is so good. Like
So good.
it's enough said. Like that team's good. Even and they lost Carlos Rodon. I still think their pitching staff is one of the best in the league.
Oh, for sure. I mean, who do they got? Giolito. They got Lance Lynn. They got Keuchel, who's meh. They got Kopech.
Michael
I believe?
Kopech.
Kopech. Yeah, they're a good team. They're fine. Their bullpen absolutely elite. Probably one of the best in the league, if not the best. And they're
And they got
outfield-
rid of what's his face, Craig Kimbrell. Like you know what I mean? That's how good this team is.
Exactly. They got Craig Kimball, and they're laughing because he wasn't even their closer. So
Liam
yeah,
Hendricks,
they look fine.
XJ's legend Ryan Tepera. Like, come on.
XJ's legend Liam Hendricks as well.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot
Yeah.
Liam Hendricks on the Jays.
XJ's legend. Yeah, they got a good team, young players. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the AL East now. In fifth place, quite self-explanatory, the Baltimore Orioles.
They
Moving
have
on.
Adley Rutschman, and like that's it.
Yeah, if he comes up, because I believe he's hurt right now. So
Oh, is he?
fourth place. This is probably our boldest prediction out of all the bold predictions. Fourth place, we have Daniel. You want to say it?
Yeah, New York Yankees.
Yeah, Yankees in fourth. Fourth place Yankees. We're gonna start that hashtag.
Hashtag fourth place Yankees. I don't know. I'm feeling it down here. I really do.
Me too.
I just don't see it. Like, I don't see it. I even last year, like, I didn't think they were that good.
They were not.
And again,
good.
they made the playoffs, but like,
They got
I
very
just-
lucky to make the playoffs.
I don't see it. I really don't. I think this team is. I think this team is taking steps back.
Yeah. Like they were supposed to sign at least one of like the 5 shortstops in the market. And you know who they came out with? Kiner Falefa and Donaldson, who aren't even shortstops.
That's the Yankees fans every year. They're a big free agent on the market. Oh, we're gonna get it. Bryce Harper's on the market. Oh, Bryce Harper to New York. Nope, goes to Philly.
Yeah.
The next year it was
Like Mike Trout. But I know he
it
signed an
wasn't. It was
extension.
DJ. Whoever was with DJ LeMahieu. They're like, oh, we're gonna get DJ LeMahieu and whoever the other guy was. I can't remember off the
believe
top
it
of my
was
mind.
We
Oh,
got
Springer, yeah,
'cause we
and
got him.
Springer. Nope. Like
The only
this year.
big
Oh,
free
Carlos
agent.
Correa, Javi Baez to the Yankees. Nope. Like, shush, Yankee fans. You guys are only this good because you could spend a ton of money, and even then,
They still suck.
you still suck. Like, let's be real.
Like the only reason they signed a big free agent in the last couple of years is because Garrett Cole is a Yankee fan growing up. Like he wanted to play for the New York Yankees. Most players don't want to play for the Yankees, and it's weird, isn't it?
And this excuse that you would have ended your World Series drought if the Astros didn't cheat, like, I don't care. Like, you still would have lost to the Dodgers. Let's be real.
Yeah, that Dodgers team was insane. Like, you weren't going to beat the Dodgers anyway. And in fact, the Yankees team is so good, they're coming in 4th place this year. The only team they're beating is Baltimore.
Take your 4th place medal. You guys are the best team ahead of Baltimore in that league. All right? That's it.
3rd place, the Boston Red Sox.
I like their moves. I really do.
Good team.
I think Trevor Story's going to have a sick year. Bogarts is sick. I think Devers going to have a sick year. They still need a little more pitching. That's about it.
Literally, if like their batting lineup, almost perfection. But now that Chris Sale's going to be out, he's on the 60-day injured list. So like, that's not looking too good. So I don't even really know what they got. I know they got like Pavetta, and that's about it.
Pavetta, Evaldi, who's usually pretty good.
Yeah,
that's all I can think.
Young guys.
Hoik or whatever his name is, Tanner Hoke.
Yeah, Tanner Hoke. But I mean, do you really need good pitching if you score like 12 runs a game? I don't know.
They're gonna do something similar to the Phillies, I feel like, but better. Like, the games might be like 24-20, but like they're gonna win. They're gonna win.
And as long as they beat the Yankees, Red Sox fans, that's all that matters. Beat the Yankees. I love it. I don't care if you're leading division by 20 games. Just beat the Yankees. All right, 2nd place, we have the Tampa Bay Rays.
They're the Rays. Like they just somehow win. They pull out guys randomly, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're throwing 100 miles per hour and have like a Cy Young candidate. Like, yeah, that's enough said.
They are so good. Rays are so good. We always sleep on them, but now I know. I mean, I've said it before. Don't sleep on the Rays. Like I believe I had them 2nd last year in the division because I'm like, you know what, screw it, Jays are gonna win. But this year, I can like surely say that I think they are gonna come in 2nd now that Jays actually have a bullpen to work with.
Yes, and I think Jays are gonna win this division. I'm betting it. I'm not betting anything, but I'm pretty certain that the Jays are gonna win. Like you said, that bullpen's nasty. Plus the 1-8 is disgusting.
Oh my God, our 1-8: Springer, Bo, Vlad, Teoscar, Gurriel, Matt.
Just go watch our lineup video on the Jays. Like, just go watch our lineup video to see how good that lineup actually is. Like, it's disgusting.
There's realistically only one guy you can pitch to, and it's the 9-hitter, Danny Jansen. But sometimes he won't even be in the batting lineup because we're gonna
we'll have the Lord and Savior Alejandro Kirk there.
Exactly. Then you might have Santi, who's put on 15 pounds of muscle, or you might throw to Cabin, who's just gonna walk. Like, good luck.
Let's move on to the awards here for the AL because like we could talk about the Jays all day.
Yeah, we can. It's true.
But starting off, Chris, I'll go backwards this time. AL Cy Young.
Who did we say? I forgot.
Jose Barrios.
Oh yes. How could I forget that? Jose Barrios. Yes.
I mean, why not go bold? And also sneaky pick, Justin Verlander. I'm feeling a fine wine season by Verlander.
What about a Garrett Cole season or not? Because no sticky time.
There's a reason the Yankees are in 4th place. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
there's a reason the Yankees are in 4th place.
So what were we thinking? Like a Judge turns into glass, and then Garrett Cole, gets hurt, or just doesn't.
That's basically a
like
Judge
I don't wish an injury on them. I just want them to have a bad season.
You know what? Those 3 can have a good season. I don't care as long as you finish 4th in the division. I do not care.
Exactly. Screw it. Win the Cy Young.
Those
win
3
MVP.
could hit 900 for the entire year. I don't care.
They're 4th. Finishing 4th. Yeah, because no one else will do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plus, Donaldson's gonna internally sabotage the Yankees because
he's a Jays spy undercover.
Yeah, he's a Jays spy. All right. So who do we have for Rookie of the Year? Because I believe we selected Julio Rodriguez.
Yes, we did put Julio Rodriguez.
Goodness. Thank you, Seattle, for calling up your actual good players.
Yes. I mean, the only other guy I could see taking him is, there's 2. Bobby Witt Jr. could have an insane year at shortstop.
Mm-hmm.
Or Spencer Torkelson could just be Miggy 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, if the Jays were to start Moreno up in the MLB, I would say him, but it's looking like he's starting in AAA, so yeah, not him. Maybe next year.
Plus, Rodriguez is... I don't want to say he's the next Mike Trout because he's not, but
oh no, but he is.
He's got a ton of tools. Like
He's like Luis. He's basically like Luis Robert, I would say.
Yes, he's like a Luis Robert.
Yeah. All right. So MVP, we selected. Who do we select? Because I forgot again. Was it Vlad? Did we select Vlad?
We were tempted to go Vlad, but we didn't want to jinx Vlad.
Ah, yes, yes.
So, and then
Oh,
we were
I
like,
know who
oh,
we
let's
picked.
go. And then we were jokingly like, oh, let's go Judge. But like, no, we can't put Judge on here. That's not
No,
allowed.
can't do that.
Well, we're going bold here, and it's gonna be Jose Ramirez, and it's because he's
yeah.
gonna have an insane year in Cleveland, and then get traded.
To the Jays.
They're gonna fire sale and to probably the Jays, and then he's gonna have an insane year there too.
Exactly. So Jose Ramirez MVP, and he'll do good, but then like once he hits Toronto, he'll just be like even better. So
Exactly. He's just gonna be like he'll be like MVP level, and then he's gonna get to Toronto and just be Hall of Fame level.
exactly, that's just what he's gonna do. So let's move on to the number 1 to number 6. So number one team, we have the Astros, I believe it was. Number
Yes.
2, we selected the Jays. Number 3, we selected the Chicago White Sox. Number 4, I believe, was the Rays. Number 5, I believe, was the Red Sox. And number 6, was it Houston?
It was the Angels. We're
yes,
saying Mike
that's
Trout
what it
makes the playoffs. It's
Mike
a
Trout
yearly
makes the
thing
playoffs.
on here.
Exactly. We're going to say Mike Trout makes the playoffs until Mike Trout makes the playoffs.
Exactly.
All right, so that means it is going to be. You want to go to the matchups because you have it on your screen.
I can do it. So it'll be White Sox versus Angels, and we're saying that the White Sox are going to win, and the Red Sox versus Rays, and we're going to throw a bone to the Red Sox and say the Red Sox win.
Yeah,
Because they somehow all of a sudden in October just go off.
Yeah, it's
Like, it
weird.
just
Red
happened.
Sox are just an October team.
It really are.
So AL
That would
ALDS
lead to
now?
a Jays White Sox series where we're saying the Jays are going to win, and then a Red Sox Astros series which we're saying the Astros are going to win.
Yes, sir. ALCS.
ALCS, I mean, guys, come on, it's pretty obvious. We're saying the Jays are beating the Astros, and they're going to the World Series to then play against the LA Dodgers.
Yeah, and how long is this series gonna go? Because I'm thinking like 6 games or a 4-game sweep.
I think 6 games.
6 games. All right, 6 games.
At
Jays
least.
v Dodgers, and who's coming out on top?
I mean, it's going to be the Jays.
Of
Like,
course, we're winning the World Series.
Did anyone else? Full bias in this. I don't care. Full bias. Like
Call us biased. But hey, Giraffe Nick Mark said the Jays are winning, and he's a Mets
exactly.
fan.
And Fuzzy said the Jays are winning too. So that's 3. Like,
Yeah, screw you guys.
screw you guys.
Basically.
Jays winning.
We're
and
winning.
World Series MVP is going to Kevin Biggio.
Again.
because
Or backup, Alejandro Kirk.
I am so down for Alejandro Kirk as the backup.
Imagine he has a walk-off to win the World Series.
It has a Joe Carter type moment.
Oh my god, it's Alejandro Kirk. All of a sudden you hear his like Spanish Latino like music coming up when he's rounding the bases.
Oh my, but that concludes our season predictions. I'm so hyped for the season, Chris.
Me too.
Like, it's going to be so fun.
How many games are we gonna go to this year?
I don't know. I'm going to at least 1, so.
Me too. So, yeah, at least 1, maybe 10. Who knows? So,
Maybe
guys,
10. Who
that
knows?
is going to wrap it up. If you guys liked our predictions and you liked us talking trash about the Yankees, let us know in the comment section down below. If you think they're coming forth, also let us know in the comment section down below. With that being said,
Hashtag 4th place Yankees. Hashtag 4th place Yankees in the comments.
we should get that trending. We should tell it to Draft Nick Mark. All right, with that being said, see you guys next time. Goodbye.